Hi everybody, hello. Welcome to Diamond Dotting Divas. My name is Dawn and happy Friday. It is Freestyle Friday. So happy Friday everybody. I hope you guys are having a good day. Had a good day. So we are gonna do a quick and easy project today because I'm very tired. I'm very tired. And if you saw the reel I put together last night, you'll see all the fun fall items that we have that have been made on Technique Thursday or Freestyle Friday or whatever. Look how tired I am. Yeah, my eyes are a mess. I'm gonna try and get those up for auction. Okay. I haven't sealed anything yet. So when you get them, if you guys participate in the auction, if you get an item, you might want to seal it because I have not had a chance to seal them yet. Unless I do before we get them shipped out. So I'm hoping to try and get the auction items up tonight sometime so that you'll have the weekend to bid. Actually, you know what? My goal is going to be to get them up tomorrow. That'll be easier. I won't be, you know what, I'm thinking about it. I'm not going to be able to get them up tonight. My goal will be to get the auction items up tomorrow when I get home from Marketplace. And then you'll have tomorrow night, all day Sunday, and then half a day on Monday to bid. So that's more than enough time. That gives you like 2 days, okay? So that'll be the goal. 2 days is more than enough time to bid. And then the auction, hey Kim, hey Jody, the auction will close on Monday at noon like we normally do. Hey Rachel. And it will it'll close at Monday at noon, and then we'll have those that have the high bid, and we then can ship your items with the stuff that goes out from Monday Night Live. Okay? So that's the goal. So my goal will be to get that stuff ready to get on to the auction group tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow evening for most of you by the time I get home from Marketplace, because we get out of there at 4. I might, unless I shoot out a little early tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so tonight we're still doing fall. This is gonna be an easy project because I'm so tired. Hey everybody, hey Kim, and Rachel, Kim Trussler, hello. All right, so what I'm working with tonight is a block of wood. Okay, it's just a block of wood. Now this block of wood was actually already painted. It was already a color. It was this color orange, but it's kind of like a red orange. Okay, do you see it? It's kind of like a red orange. And these I think I got at, hang on, my fan is blowing my stuff around. This was a stack of like 3 blocks to look like books. There was no tag on them. I don't recall where I got them at. For some reason, I'm pretty certain it was Hobby Lobby. And they say grateful, blessed, and thankful on each book. So there was like this red orange color, there was a brown, and I think a gold color book. And they were all stacked. They're just blocks of wood stacked together, and they had a like jute wrapped around them, okay? But we're gonna change it up, all right? So I don't mind this red orange, but for what I'm doing, I wanted it to be more of an orange, like more of a pumpkin orange. So I did, I painted over it, and I painted it with the Waverly chalk paint in pumpkin, okay? So I gave it a couple of coats just a little bit ago, and I tried to go over the words, but now I'm looking. You can still see them a little bit. So you can't see them there. Anyways, this side says fall. This side says grateful. So anyways, I probably will give another coat on those sides before I finish it. But I'm going to show you the technique on here first. And then I have another piece that we're going to do that I've got sitting here. It's been drying for the last hour, so it should be good to go. So we're going to be using heavyweight spackling. Now, I have done this before, but you know, sometimes not everybody's on or doesn't get to see the replay of how this is done. So we're going to do it again. Okay, so this is made by DAP. It's Drydex Heavyweight Spackling, and it is pink purple color. Okay. It goes on pink, but dries white. All right, and I kind of like that. And this is pre-mixed plaster, so you don't have to, you know, do any mixing or anything like that. So I kind of like it, and then you can use just a regular, you know, tool, knife. I have this plastic one that I really like, so that's what I'm using. I've got these nice metal ones, and I always wind up using the plastic one. That's what I like. And then you're gonna need a stencil. So I went through my stencils and I pulled this one because I do like the sunflower. Okay, so we're going to use the sunflower on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stencil. Now it's not sticky or anything on the back. Let's see, which way am I going to make this go? This way or this way? Hang on, let me think now that I'm sitting here looking at it. Oh, I think I might like it this way better because I want it to go with my other one because I'm going to show you the other one we're going to work on. I think it might have to go this way. Okay, so it'll be a little different than the other one. So I'm going to lay this stencil. Oh, there's even a little bee on it. Oh, maybe you could do the bee too. I'm going to lay this stencil right here. Okay, so that my sunflower is on there. The bee is on there too. Maybe we'll do the bee. Okay. And I do have my sunflower going off a little bit, off the edge. So I do want it to go off the edge a bit, all right? So I'm gonna grab some of this. Now I did mix this up because I was using it. So I did mix it up, and I have to say when I opened this today, it did have some settling in the middle of a liquid, probably water. It was like pink. So I did just kind of go in and give it a good mix. It's the consistency of like marshmallow fluff. That's what I think of. I don't know, but it's thick, but not too thick. It's pretty easy to use. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my stencil in place, and I am just going to wipe over my pattern. Okay, and I want it to be kind of thick. All right, I want it to stay in my stencil. All right, so do you see it there? Okay, now see right there, I rubbed like too much out, so then I'm just going to go back over it. All right, oop, I moved it, so I'm going to pull it up. All right, so I can take that off there and here. Let's pick that up. Well, now I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my bee on there. Hang on. Okay. So here's what you get. Do you see it? It's cute, isn't it? I have one little spot there I'm going to need to fix. All right. And if you can look at it this way, it's hard to tell, but there you go. Do you see it? It does have some depth to it. Okay. Now there's one little spot on there that I'm going to try and fix right there. So I'm going to just take a little bit of my stuff and just kind of fill it in right there. Okay. And I'm just using the back of a brush. You could use the other regular side too. Just kind of pushing it in place. Let me try this side. And actually it would probably be okay. It probably wouldn't make that much of a difference if it was there. And then I don't want mine on the sides, so I'm just straightening it off the sides. Okay, so do you see that? All right, now I don't know that I'm going to get my bee on there now because I did that. No. So if I want to put the bee on there now, I'm going to have to wait till this dries and then lay this down. Unless I would be able to lay this down exactly. Oh, which I probably could. Close enough. We'll try it. I'll probably mess up the whole thing. All right. Oh, see, I just moved it. Dang it. Huh. Okay, we're not going to do it because I'm going to totally mess it up. All right, so if I would have kept it while it was laying down there, I could have done the bee too, okay? So I've got a little spot here where there's too much. All right, but we're just going to let that dry because this is going to get painted and whatever, and you're really not going to be able to tell. All right. So what I had to do though, because this needs to dry, and you can use your heat gun. I've got the fan right here, so I've had the fan going on the one that we're going to use tonight for about the last hour. So that's the one we're going to do, okay? So let me just pick this up and put the lids back on. All right, and this is actually really, really easy cleanup. It really is. And then just put your lid back on nice and tight. You want to make sure it snaps down. It's all airtight. And that's it. Good to go for the next time. Now, I really, really like this technique, and we have done it before. You guys have seen me do it before. I really like it. I love putting the texture on there and having that, you know, little bit of a raised image on it. But here's the one I did that we're going to work on tonight. It's just a piece of wood. Okay, it's a block of wood. From DollarTree. I pulled the tag off. You know how they sell those scrap pieces of wood at DollarTree? I'm one of those people that buys them because I don't have wood laying around the house. But if you have scrap wood around your house or your yard or whatever, don't throw it away, okay? Because you never know what you could do with it. There's a lot of things you could do with it, all right? I was really wishing I had like a 2x4, which is more the shape of the one I just did today. But in my stash, this was all I could find. So I did this one, and I'm trying to see if you can see the depth on it, but you can't. But anyways, it is textured. It is, there you go. You see it? It is textured. Okay? And it's been drying, so it's pretty good. It's white. So this is the stuff that dries white. And the this piece that I used on here, I was looking for just like a flower, and I couldn't find it really anything that I had in my stash except for that sunflower I just did. But I had this one. So this is what I used, and this is actually a succulent. But I thought once it's all down and everything, it'll be fine. It'll look like a flower. Okay, so now we are going to paint it in this color. We're going to paint over the whole thing. This is called, ooh, I'm going to get rid of this piece since it's not even attached anymore. This is called Cashew. Oh, heck. And it's also a Waverly chalk paint. All right, it survived. Okay, so I just knocked this over that I just did because I have it sitting here by the fan, and it fell face down, of course. And I'm like, oh God, I'm going to pick it up, and God knows what it's going to look like. Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay. All right, let me grab a brush here. So we are going to paint this entire thing. All right. You know what? I'm going to switch papers here only because I have a lot of like dried plaster here from the tool and everything. And I don't want it to stick to this if I could avoid it. Oh, look, a leftover diamond. I had a leftover diamond today on my chest. I was talking to Kelly, and she's like, we have a diamond right there. I was like, right here. Don't know where it came from. Oh, maybe it fell off my glasses, because look, I have diamonds on my glasses. Hey, Carol. Hey, Lori. Hey, Larry. Kathy. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Okay, so we're going to use Cashew. I just got a little piece of cardstock here. I forgot to grab a plate, so we're going to just do this. All right. So I am going to tell you guys about something exciting that happened at work today. You guys will be the first to know just for joining me tonight on Freestyle Friday. We had a local news station out today, and they interviewed us. They did a little segment on us. So it was not shown today. It wasn't live. So they will be editing it and doing all that. So we'll see what the final thing looks like. And then we will share it on our Facebook page. So it's due to air on November 7th. So not for a couple weeks yet. But it was a lot of fun. And actually it's going to be on Good Morning Arizona. And I think it's Channel 3 here in Arizona. So it's Good Morning Arizona. And one of the anchors was out today at the marketplace, and the marketplace, the young man that's in charge of their marketing and stuff, he contacted us yesterday, and they contacted me, and he's like, I know this is late notice, but they're coming out. I guess they kind of found out late, whatever. He's like, would you guys be interested in doing a segment? I'm like, absolutely we are. Absolutely, yes. So, yeah, so it was kind of fun. It was fun. So, for those of you that have been with us for a while, if you remember, we were on Fox News. I think it's been 3 years. It was in October also. I think it's been 3 years that they came out and did a little segment on us. So this is a different station. It's channel 3 here, but it's Good Morning Arizona. So yay, that's exciting. So when that does air, we of course will, our marketing guy at Marketplace said, of course, he'll share that link with us so that we can post it and tag it and do all that fun stuff. So yay, that was fun. And tomorrow at Marketplace is, for those of you that are in the area, they're having a car show tomorrow. So that's kind of neat for those of you that are into old cars and stuff. So yeah, if I get a chance, I might go down there where the cars are and do a live to just kind of walk through and show you guys what's going on, and so that, because I like to share this stuff with you guys that don't live here. Just so you can kind of see what we're doing and stuff like that. So we'll see. Okay, so cashew, Waverly paint, chalk paint. So I'm just going and painting over this entire thing. And like I said, I put this pattern on with the plaster about an hour ago when I got home. As I was on the way home deciding, what am I going to make? And I was thinking, and this is what I decided to do. I'm like, ooh, I love doing plaster. I haven't done that in a while. So, anyway, so yeah, so I came home and I did this one right away and put it right in front of the fan so it would dry pretty quick. All right. Okay. So I think I've got all these sections. I'm hoping. And this is going to be quick and easy, you guys. You're going to be like, okay, that was like way too easy. I'm not going to paint the back right now. There's no need to right now. Because I just don't know where this is going to even wind up. Actually, it'll probably wind up in the auction if it comes out okay. So most of the items that you saw on that video yesterday will be in auction. There are a couple pieces that will not be in the auction. The welcome circle will not be in the auction only because that piece was something that we can continue each month by making a new thing for it. A new, like this month and for next month, I did the pumpkin. I'll be making something else for it for like Christmas to add to it. So that piece will not be in auction because we're going to continue to add to it. What else? That might be the only thing that's not in auction. I think everything else will be, except for that. But if you want to see how I made that piece, of course, you just go back and watch our videos or go to YouTube, because the videos are on there also, the posts of how it was made. All right? Okay, we're going to dry this a little bit. I know it doesn't look like it really much right now, right? You're like, okay, so now what is it going to do? So I'm doing color on color in here. All right, so it's the same color. Now on this one, I probably am going to have to touch up the orange here where I went over a little bit. Do you see how it's kind of chalky looking? I went over a little bit with the plaster, so I'll just take the orange and touch it up a little bit. The flower, I think, I don't know yet. I think I might just go in and try and paint the flower in this color so that these two things can be displayed together. And they'll kind of be matching, all right? But yeah, if you guys have access to any wood pieces or anything, I'm telling you, hang on to them. So I was in Home Depot while we were building the booth and stuff. I don't know, I had to go there for something. And, we had to have some wood cut for the fencing or something, I don't know. So anyways, Al and I were in the back waiting on the fencing. or the cuts that the guy was making for whatever for us. And I happened to look over like down by their little garbage thing, and I'm like, huh. I'm like, is all this stuff garbage? It was like in the garbage can, but I wanted to make sure they weren't like taking it somewhere else for recycling or something. He's like, yeah. And there was this long, skinny piece of wood, and it was like all sanded, and it was just a really nice piece of wood, but it had probably been cut off of something else. I'm like, so I can take this? He's like, have at it. So anyways, I took it home. Oh, it worked perfect. We needed a thicker shim when we were putting our fencing and stuff up. And Trish, who helps us and stuff, she's like, where's that piece of wood you brought home from Home Depot? Like, it's over there. She goes, I think that'll fit perfect. Sure enough. Yep. So I think I'm going to just go hang out in Home Depot now in the back where they cut wood and stuff and kind of just check out the garbage and see what's in there, and I can bring it home and make projects. Yay. Okay. We're going to antique this. Okay. We're going to antique it using Waverly Antique Wax. Waverly Antique Wax. And I get Waverly at Walmart. Okay, right now I think it's the only place that sells it. I don't know for sure, but I think so. Okay, and then I've got baby wipes because we're going to wipe it off. So let me get a baby wipe. Let me get a couple ready because it's going to probably make a mess. So there's my baby wipes. These don't stay closed very well. You know what? I need to put those in a Ziploc because they're not, yeah, I need to put those in a Ziploc. Okay, so I've got a little bit of the wax. Okay, it's just antiquing wax. And we're going to now go ahead and put all of this on here. Okay. And you're going to see when we're done that you could use any shape or whatever really of wood that you may have for this, okay? It doesn't have to be these shapes, okay? And I only went and got two because I wanted to use this wood one, but I knew if I showed you guys how to stencil the stuff on it that it wouldn't be dry in time. So that's why I had to. I was looking then for another piece of wood in my craft room. Couldn't find one. Not a plain one anyway. And so that's why I wound up separating that little trio of books that I had. Which is fine. So I've got two more little pieces left. The rest of the books will, I'll use those for something else. Okay. So now we're going to take our baby wipes. And wipe this down. All right, you see how it comes off so nice. Look at that. Do you see the detail? Whoop. It does make a mess in your hands. I should be wearing probably gloves, but I probably need to get my nails done this week anyway. All right. All right, so check that out. Doesn't it look cool? It's old looking. All right, I'm gonna do the sides really quick because I did put a coat of paint on them. Now the sides are more of a raw, well, this is, the whole thing is raw wood, but you know how it's like the inside of the wood. So I don't know, we'll see how, the sides may wind up darker. Not too bad. Oh no, there we go. Coming off now, so it's lighter. All right. Now on the other one I did, the orange one, like I said, I think I'm gonna paint, I'm gonna go over that flower in that cashew color, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to stain it, antique it, with the same color, okay? So that they'll match. Okay, so that, you know, this one, the whole thing is cashew. That one will have part of it cashew, but it'll also bring out an orange color. Oh, I just got some stuck to my finger. Darn it. All right. Okay. My finger got stuck on it and pulled all the color right off. Okay, here we go. Which I have some here too. So if your color gets pulled off like that, and it might just be because my thing has not been drying for as long as I probably should have let it. Just kind of put some of that on and just tap it off. You should be fine. Okay. Put that in the water to clean. All right, hang on. I gotta get another. Look at these. I need another one to clean my hands. All right. Hi, Holly. Hello, hello. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely need to get these into a Ziploc. Oh my God. I'll do that as soon as I'm done here. Yipes. That I have to say that antiquing stuff, if you get it on your hands, it's like really, it's very sticky. All right. Okay, guys, we're almost done. We're almost done because it's that quick. Let me get the glue gun going. My battery has been charging. All right, we're gonna get that hot. Now, I have this bag of twigs. See, this is like almost dry already, but I do have it sitting right in front of the fan. And it's still a little bit pink. I'm thinking, what if I paint it? If I do that and then try and antique it right away, I'll probably rub the whole thing right off. So don't rush it, Dawn. Don't rush it. Let it be. Okay. So I have this bag of twigs that I got at Hobby Lobby. They sell them every year at Christmas time. They come like this from Hobby Lobby, $2.99. Christmas crafts, 50 sticks. Okay, I live in Arizona, so we don't have sticks here. Like some of you in the Midwest, you can just go out in your yard and grab a stick. So I have to buy my sticks. So if anybody else has to buy their sticks, that's a good deal. And then usually, you know, their stuff always goes on sale. So, and I've probably been using the same bag of sticks for I don't know how long. So the only thing is this bag, they're all skinny. I know in the past I've gotten some bags that had some thicker ones in it, but for whatever reason, when I got these, I guess they were all skinny. So what I need to do is I needed something for the top because it's going to be a pumpkin. It's a fall pumpkin. So I cut my sticks down so that I could have 3, so they're a little thicker. All right, so see what I mean? So I have 3 sticks. So we're going to glue those together. We're going to glue those together. We're going to put some of my favorite moss on it. And let's see what else I've got over here. I think I have something else I was going to add to it. I have a pumpkin and a flower. So in with my moss, I'm going to do this pumpkin, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to do the flower. I'm going to do the pumpkin. So let me grab my orange. Did I get rid of it? Nope. It's right here. So this will give it a little bit of color. We're going to pop some color with it. And yeah. All right, so while that glue is getting nice and hot, we're going to paint our pumpkin with the orange, the pumpkin color of the Waverly. All right. Very quick. And then, of course, we'll add some diamonds to the pumpkin later. And I'll probably add some diamonds in here also. Just kind of scattered around. And probably orange to, you know, kind of bring that out. All right, I've got some acorns too. What else do I have here? Let me see. Okay, so I have these little green leaves. They're felt leaves. This is from this little set of things. The acorns didn't come in here, but all this flat stuff did from Hobby Lobby also. You can get this little set. And I know they still have that there because I saw it. So in there too, besides the little wood pieces, there were these green leaves, but they're felt. So I think I might use that too to pull in a little bit more color. I have a little bit of Waverly paint left here, of the antiquing. So I'm just gonna touch that and use it for the stem. All right. And do you see how easy this is, you guys? So it's gonna be so cute. I am gonna put some blocks on the back so that it stands up. Now you could make it a hanging. Could definitely make it a hanging. But if you want it to be something that, you know, to go on a shelf or your table or whatever, be sure you always have some of these on hand. These are from DollarTree. They're the building blocks. They're usually in the toy department. You get a ton of them for $1.50 or whatever they are now. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to put these, glue these to the back like so. I think I might just need two, so that it stands up. Okay, so let me see where my glue is at right now. Let's see. Oh, we're good. We're hot. We're hot. We're in business. Let me just see if it's... I know I need to add another one, but I just want to see height-wise if this is too far back. Okay. So I want to lower it a little bit. Check that out. So I am going to put one more to make it a little longer to prevent some tipping. Okay, and there you go, right? How easy. So make sure you always have some of those on hand, all right? Okay, so now I'm gonna take our stems and we're gonna glue these to the middle. So I'm gonna glue this middle one first. So the way I had to cut these is I just kind of scored an area on them all the way around with my scissors, and then I just broke them. Okay, so the unfinished broken part is going to be at the top because I do need the flat part to be on the, you know, on the bottom here so that it'll sit steady. That makes sense. So this part that's the broken part that I broke when I went, you know, if I try and glue that on here, it's going to be unsteady. I need the flat part there. So the broken part will be at the top, but that's totally fine. All right, and then a little bit on the side so that he touches his brother there. Okay. Cute. It'll be cute. Once we add diamonds, it'll be so cute and easy. All right. So look. Look, look, look. All right, so now let's get some grass. Moss, not grass. Moss. Messy, messy moss. All right, I'm just going to cut some out. And I think I'm going to, I was thinking I was going to do it all across the top, but I don't think I am. I think I'm going to just wrap it. Yeah, like around here, like a little nest of stuff. How cute. Okay, and then when you glue this on and you've got that extra glue now around the base of the sticks, that'll help hold those in place also. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it for a second. And then adding that plaster to it just gives it another dimension, adds some more texture to it. Yeah, it's just kind of fun. Let's see if we can get these stuck in here. I need a glue stick. Okay, and I like it kind of messy. We'll trim up this back here a little bit. All right, and I'm planning on doing the same thing on this other one. So this one will be this way. So look at, they can be, you know, together. Or I can do the flower this way at the top and like on the other side or whatever. Okay, whatever way I decide to go, then I'll put the stem on that way. But this is, I'm afraid to do it right now because when I'm antiquing it, I think I will wipe the flower right off. Okay, but do you see what I'm saying? How they'll match, so that I got this little short fat one. This one's a little taller. And how cute will they be together? Okay, so I do want to bring out some of that orange. So let me, hang on, let me scoop up, get rid of that. Let me scoop all this to the side for now in case I want to, I don't know, put any more on it. This little pumpkin, again, I'm gonna glue it on there just kind of for color. And I am going to do the orange on the flower. Some orange diamonds. Wow! Oh! Okay. So you see that? Okay, and I could have just put leaves up there or whatever, but okay. So I've just got the one green leaf and the pumpkin. All right, we're gonna put, let me see what I got here. I think I have a jute bow. Yeah, so I have these little bows that are just jute. Put that up here on the stem. All that for the stem, and I hate that I'm covering a lot of it. Good thing I made it tall. Okay, you see it? I don't know if I should have put that on. Now that I see it in the backwards way, this way, I'm not certain I love it. And I'm talking about the bow. Yeah. Okay, I'm not loving the bow. So I'm gonna take that off. And I'm gonna melt that little bit of glue that's on there. So if you ever need to get rid of like glue hairs or anything, or you got some glue that you don't want, use your heat gun. It'll kind of melt it down and it almost disappears depending on how much you have on there. Okay, or if you need to get something apart, use your heat gun to heat up the glue like from underneath or whatever, and it should come apart quicker, okay? Woo. All right, so I had that on there, but I'm not crazy about it. Okay, so we're not gonna do that right now. All right, I have this little pile of moss. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more here. Maybe right here. Okay. It was just looking kind of naked. All right, so there we go. And now I'm gonna get my orange diamonds. I can open this. Hey, Sue. Sue, I haven't seen you in so long, my friend. Sue came out to Marketplace today. That's why I'm saying that. She came out to visit and pick up her order. What color do I want? What color do I want? Do I want the dark orange? Yeah. We'll go with the darker color. All right, I'm going to lay this down. I am looking for my tool. Okay, here's some wax. Here's my tool. Although the end of this one, this is the one I've been using with the glue and stuff, so it's getting kind of yucky. All right, I'm going to turn my glue gun off. I don't think I need that anymore. So for those of you that have not added diamonds, before. It helps if you use glue that's already been open. Okay. And I'm just using Aleene's tacky glue. Okay. I like Aleene's tacky glue. It's what works. I apparently didn't put the lid on last night. I don't even know where the lid is. Oh my goodness. Okay, well I guess we are going to use the new one. All right, there we go. Let's try again. Okay, so just a little bit of glue, and then I use a toothpick. So can you see where I'm at here? So there's my glue, and then I use a toothpick. And I am just going to just randomly add accents. I'm kind of going to put them in spots like between the layers, where it's where the pattern sticks up at. And these are all leftover diamonds, leftover from different projects, kits that you do. You always have leftovers, and so why not use them, right? Okay, here. Do I kind of get all sections? All right, then I'm going to take my tool. I'm just going to pour a few here. And I'm going to stick them on. Now, if you see the white on there, that's the glue coming out from underneath it. Okay, no worries on that. It's going to dry clear. So, no need to panic or be good. All right, and you're just going to pop these in, so that will bring some of the orange out. And then kind of also match the one that's going to go with it. They don't have to match. I could have done the other one in green. It wouldn't have mattered. You know, whatever. So, but scraps of wood, you guys. Seriously, this little square guy was just one of those scraps that you can buy at DollarTree, but many of you probably don't even need to buy your wood. You probably have some laying around if you have somebody handy in your house. And again, with your sticks, if you live in the Midwest, you can just go out in the yard. When I lived in Illinois, I would just get my sticks out in the yard. We had a lot of oak trees in our yard, so we had lots of twigs and sticks and stuff. All right, I think I'm going to put a couple around the outside, like up here, just to kind of extend this image out. All right, there we go. Look at, I like it. I like it with the diamonds. I do like it with the diamonds. Now I'm trying to think where I could put some jute or something like that on here, like something natural, but I guess it doesn't need it. I guess it doesn't need it. I don't know. I'm just so used to always having. Oh, shoot! I almost swore. Sorry. Did you see what I just did? Well, they didn't go on the floor. All right. All right. Well, I'll be scooping those up in a little bit. Oh my God! I almost swore. I probably did, but we'll say no. All right. Here we go. Oh, it's hard to see on there, but do you see them? Okay, it's hard to see there, but yes, they're there. Okay, so there we go. Look at our cute little pumpkin made out of a scrap piece of wood. Isn't it cute? Now just think. Now this guy, is he ready yet? Oh, he's still got some pink in him. Okay, so just think. When this guy's ready, these can be displayed together like so, because he's going to get a stem also like this. He'll also get some of this moss at the top. He might not get a pumpkin. He might get leaves, okay? Because he's already orange, so he might get something else. He'll probably have leaves. And then, or I could do the flower on him. I have a little flower one. I could do the flower on him. And then I'll add some diamonds and stuff too. Hey, Janelle. Hey, girl. Hey, Sharon. All right. So there we go. Oh, look at this mess I made. So how many of you spill diamonds? It's so funny because I tell people all the time when we're telling them how to do this, you know, at Marketplace, because I demo and stuff. And I always say, only put a few in your tray because, okay, now I just got one on my tongue. If you spill your diamonds, you know, it's less to clean up, or if you lose them because they go to the ground or whatever, you've lost less too. Yeah. I don't tell them, make sure you close the lid on your little containers so you don't knock them off. Oop, one just fell down there. Yeah, so that needs to be also my thing is, if you keep them in a little container, make sure you do that. We have that vacuum. We used to have a vacuum to clean these up. It was actually kind of handy. I don't know where mine is though, if it's still around. We had them at Marketplace a couple years ago. But you know what? See, this picks them up pretty quick. Picks them up pretty quick, get them right back in my container. I can't tell if I have one in my mouth or not. I feel like I do, but then I don't. Okay, look, see, that was pretty quick. Close the lid, Dawn. Okay, so there we go, you guys. There's our project. Quick and easy. Now, you don't have to do the natural color and then the wash on it, the wax on it. What do I want to say? You know what I mean? If you wanted to paint it a color, like this one is orange, of course, you know, you could do that. Do your own thing. But I want you to see, just take your blocks of wood, you got scraps laying around, or you've got something like this in your craft room. I mean, this guy could go this way too. That's what I was saying is, oh, he could go this way too. But then they're about the same size. Well, they're a little bit different, but not much. So that's when I thought, oh, this guy should go this way, because then there'll be two different sizes. And this one is so thick, he stands up on his own. He doesn't really need anything else behind him. Or this one's a little thinner. This one won't stand on its own. So it's got those. All right, so there we go. So when this guy dries for good, for 100%, I will antique him and do the same thing on top as I did here, but he'll probably have leaves. But he'll get a trunk and everything. Okay? All right, guys, I told you this was a quick one. This was quick and easy. Sometimes quick and easy is good. It's very good. So, can't get any simpler than that, okay? All right, guys, have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Happy Freestyle Friday. And, Janelle, we all spill. Carol says, haha. We do all spill. I tell new people all the time. I said, you won't be the first person to spill, and you won't be the last. And you could be doing this for 5+ years like me, and you will still spill. It just happens. It just happens. But it's okay. I'd rather spill these and have to clean these up than paint. So, easy. Easy, easy. All right, guys, have a great night. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Have a great weekend. And we will see you on Monday for more at 4 o'clock Mountain Time. Arizona is now on Mountain Time. So we'll see you at 4 o'clock Mountain Time on Monday. And then remember, I will be trying my hardest. I will get the auction items up tomorrow after I get home from Marketplace. We get out of there at 4 o'clock Mountain Time. So it'll be tomorrow evening for many of you that are out east. But you'll have all day Sunday too. Okay, so then you'll have late tomorrow, all day Sunday, and a half a day on Monday to bid on the auction items. Okay, Monday at noon, I will shut it off. And the high bids on Monday at noon will be the receivers of that item. Okay. Remember, we do donate a portion of all of our proceeds from the auction to charity. So please think of that when you're bidding, that we do make a donation. And, you know, it's not only helping us, it's helping others too. So I don't know which charity we're doing this year. I think we have one. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But we do somebody different each year. So anyway, so please remember that when bidding. And we appreciate the auction bids to help us be able to continue to do these lives for you, at least, you know, to pay for the products. We don't get paid for our time, and then to donate to the auction or to the charities. Okay, so remember all that. And I think that's it. All right, you guys have a great night. Happy Friday again. See ya. My pumpkins, my little pumpkins. These could stay out all fall. These will be out. These could be out until after Thanksgiving because they're just so darn cute, right? They're so cute. All right, bye guys. Have a good one.